I come from the session Regional Disaster Reduction and Climate Change Adaptation Strategies. Unfortunately, 3 of our speakers could not come so early in the morning, but we had 2 very intriguing presentations. One was a philosopher, Bertrand Guillaume from France, speaking about climate change in philosophy. These were new insights because he said beyond direct losses and issues we are dealing with in disasters and climate change, there are overarching issues, and he made 4 points. There are security issues involved, global security, justice issues involved, metaphysics, which is not my expert area, but it was interesting anyway. And he talked about political impact, even climate change triggering political change. So he brought our perspective from the narrow-minded disaster regional aspect to a wider concept, which was a good opening for the session. And then we had a very interesting one from William, and his full name is William Sabanda. He's working in Cyclone Nargis recovery. Nargis, which devastated Myanmar in 2008, killing 140,000 people. And he gave us insights how recovery is. The first good news is that recovery is on a good way. People have really now reached the first stage of recovery. They can somehow get back to normal life, and he told us how this is organized there. And it's very new that the government, which was a bit shy in the beginning after the disaster, now allows in task forces, and they put up a task force from the UN, ASEAN, which is a regional Asian working group, and the government of Myanmar. And he said it's very important to build these kinds of alliances. He said it's important to have the government in the lead because the government finally is responsible for the people. And he says it's important to put up a very transparent mechanism. So they put up a new monitoring system which is showing where the money goes. And I think this is important for donors to learn that they do not only commit money and donations, but that they really see where the money ends up. And I would say this was a very impressive way how they put it up, a computer-based monitoring system allowing people more transparency, which we need also in recovery.
Okay. That's the summary, perfect. May I ask you your general impressions of this conference this year?
Well, it's a very rich conference with many parallel sessions, and it's difficult to choose the right session. As I said, we started very early, so the room was not yet full, but we had some 50 participants in the auditory afterwards, and I'm excited because the program of today is rich as well, and I think Walter Ammann and his team did a tremendous job again.
Thank you very much.